The Warrior Mindset of Success, written and published by Naqib Larry. Introduction. Every morning when we open our eyes, a new battle begins. Sometimes for our dreams, sometimes against our pain and fatigue, sometimes against the negativity of the world, and most of all, against the fear within us. But not everyone wins this battle. The winners are different. They are the ones who face every difficulty like a warrior. They don't rely on external situations. They rely on the strength of their inner mindset. Becoming a warrior isn't about physical strength. It's about a mindset, a perspective, a way of life. The warrior mindset says, I may fall, but I won't stop. I may get tired, but I will not give up. I may be alone, but I am not weak. This mindset gives you discipline when motivation abandons you. It gives you courage when the world says, you can't do it. Your dreams weren't made for someone else. They were made for you. But to reach them, you have to live every day like a warrior. Each day is a mission. Every challenge is a training ground. And every morning is a new war cry. I am ready. Today I fight again. And I will win. This book won't just motivate you. It will transform you from within. Once you start thinking and living like a warrior, success won't be something you chase. It will start chasing you. Because true victory belongs to those who fight for their dreams every single day. Without complaints, without excuses, without fear. This is the warrior mindset of success. And in the chapters ahead, you'll learn exactly how to master this mindset. How to build unshakable discipline, laser-sharp focus, emotional resilience, and the kind of courage that never backs down. Every chapter is a step toward awakening the warrior within you. Are you ready? The transformation begins now. Chapter 1. What is the warrior mindset? Before you can become a warrior, you must understand what it truly means to have a warrior mindset. It's more than just strength, aggression, or toughness. It is the ability to remain calm in chaos, focused under pressure, and committed in adversity. A warrior doesn't just fight battles. They live with a sense of purpose, discipline, and unwavering resolve. The warrior mindset is not about being fearless. It's about facing fear and moving forward anyway. Warriors feel fear, just like anyone else. But they don't run from it. They use it as fuel. They don't wait for perfect conditions, easy paths, or external validation. They get up, show up, and fight, even when no one is watching, even when nothing seems to be working. We live in a world where comfort is worshipped. People look for shortcuts, quick fixes, and easy ways out. But comfort never made anyone strong. No warrior was ever built in a safe zone. The warrior mindset rejects the idea of a comfortable life. It embraces struggle. It welcomes pain, because pain is the fire that forges steel. When you think like a warrior, you don't complain about how hard life is. You train harder. You don't ask for things to be easier. You ask yourself to become stronger. You don't avoid problems. You face them head-on, knowing that growth lives on the other side of resistance. This mindset is rare. That's why warriors are rare. But if you are willing to take the path few dare to walk, the rewards are beyond imagination. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. Some days you wake up inspired. Other days you feel like quitting. But a warrior doesn't depend on motivation. A warrior is powered by discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It means waking up early when your body wants to sleep. It means showing up for your goals day after day, even when you don't see instant results. Discipline is painful. but it's the pain that gives birth to greatness. The warrior mindset says, I will not be controlled by how I feel. I will be controlled by what I've committed to. Everyone has their own battles. Financial struggles, broken relationships, health issues, career failures, self-doubt. Life does not spare anyone. But the difference is in how you respond. Most people retreat. They give up. They make excuses. Warriors, on the other hand, rise. They treat every obstacle as an opportunity to sharpen their mind and spirit. They know that battles are not interruptions. They are part of the journey. Every battle, every wound, every scar makes you stronger, wiser, tougher. A warrior doesn't ask, why is this happening to me? They ask, what is this trying to teach me? The real war is not out there. It's inside. It's the voice in your head that says you can't. You're not enough. You're going to fail. The warrior mindset is about dominating that voice. It's about training your mind to serve your mission, not sabotage it. You must realize this. You are not your thoughts. You are the master of your thoughts. The mind is a tool, and like any weapon, if you don't learn to control it, it will turn against you. The warrior sharpens his inner blade daily, through reading, reflection, discipline, and intentional action. They build mental armor against negativity, laziness, self-doubt, and fear. Warriors are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who always rise. Failure does not define them. Setbacks do not break them. Critics do not silence them. They are relentless, driven by a vision no one else can see. To develop a warrior mindset, you must become emotionally tough. That doesn't mean being cold or heartless. It means not letting emotions control your decisions. It means staying steady during chaos and focused in the storm. You will face defeats. You will feel pain. You will be misunderstood, doubted, even laughed at. But none of that matters, because your purpose is bigger than your pain. Your vision is louder than their opinions. That's the warrior mindset. You were not born weak. You were not born to live an average life. Deep inside you, there is a warrior, waiting to be awakened. But the choice is yours. You can live in excuses, distractions, and comfort, or you can rise and fight for the life you were meant to live. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you greatness. You have to earn it. You have to build it. One day, one fight, one disciplined step at a time. This is your battlefield. This is your calling. And this is your moment. Will you choose the warrior's path? Chapter 2. Discipline. The foundation of warriors. Discipline is the backbone of every warrior. It's not flashy, it's not loud, and it rarely gets the applause it deserves. But it's the silent force behind every great achievement. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's waking up before the world, pushing yourself when no one is watching, and saying no to what's easy so you can say yes to what truly matters. Without discipline, dreams remain dreams. With discipline, even the impossible begins to bend in your favor. A true warrior doesn't wait for motivation to strike like lightning. They understand that motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the wind. But discipline? Discipline is dependable. It's what gets you out of bed when your body begs for sleep. It's what keeps you focused when your mind is scattered. It's what pulls you forward when everything inside you says, stop. A warrior builds discipline like a muscle, day by day, rep by rep. It is not born. It is forged in the fire of routine, struggle, and commitment. The path to success is not lined with excitement every day. Some days are boring, some are painful, some are heavy with doubt. But the disciplined mind doesn't break under those days. It bends, it adapts, it moves forward. This is what makes the disciplined warrior different. While others wait for the perfect mood or the right conditions, the warrior shows up regardless. Their consistency becomes their superpower. They don't just act when inspired, they act until they become unstoppable. Discipline is also the greatest form of self-respect. When you are disciplined, you are telling yourself, my goals matter, my time matters, my life matters. It's a declaration of purpose. You stop living by chance and start living by choice. You begin shaping your future, not simply reacting to the present. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you gain power. Every time you do the hard thing instead of the easy thing, you build character. Every time you push yourself to stay focused when your mind wants to wander, you take control of your destiny. But discipline is not about punishment or perfection. It's about commitment. You don't have to be perfect every day. You just have to stay committed to becoming better. A warrior knows they will fall, but they also know they will rise stronger every time. Discipline teaches you how to stand back up, how to try again, how to keep showing up when success is still miles away. It trains you to love the process, not just the results. The world rewards those who are consistent. The ones who build good habits, manage their time wisely, and remain focused despite distractions are the ones who rise above. Look at any champion, any leader, any person who's truly achieved something extraordinary. Behind their victories, you will always find a disciplined spirit, someone who chose practice over partying, effort over excuses, and focus over comfort. Discipline also protects you from regret. Think about it. Regret is often the result of the things we didn't do, the chances we didn't take, the goals we gave up on too soon. But when you live with discipline, you give yourself a fighting chance. You reduce the weight of what if. You live boldly, with intention, and with the pride that comes from knowing you gave your all. That is the warrior's way. Not living by luck, but by design. There will be days when you're tired, discouraged, and tempted to quit. But those are the very days when discipline matters most. That's when warriors are born. Not in moments of ease, but in moments of resistance. Every disciplined choice is a strike of the sword, sharpening your mindset. Every early morning, every completed task, every hard decision made with integrity is part of your training. Day by day, you're not just building habits. You're building a life of strength, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. So the question is simple. Will you live by feelings, or will you live by principles? Will you wait for motivation, or will you act through discipline? Will you be a warrior of habits or a prisoner of excuses? The choice is yours, and it's made not once, but every single day. Start small. Stay steady. Keep moving forward. The disciplined path is not the easiest, but it is the one that leads to greatness. Chapter 3. Conquering Fear, the Inner Battle. Fear is the oldest enemy of progress. It whispers in your ear when you dare to dream big. It shakes your confidence when you take your first step. It fills your mind with what-ifs and tries to chain your courage before you can even begin. But here's the truth. Fear is not the problem. Your response to it is. Every warrior knows that fear will always exist. It doesn't disappear. It's a part of being human. But warriors don't allow fear to lead. They confront it, stare it down, and walk through it, even with trembling legs and a pounding heart. The warrior mindset doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means the mastery over fear. Everyone feels fear, even the bravest people on earth. The difference is that warriors take action in spite of fear. They understand that courage is not found in comfort, but in movement. When you step into the unknown, when you push through your doubts, when you keep going even though your voice shakes, that is courage. That is the moment you begin to grow stronger than your fear. Fear thrives in hesitation. The more you wait, the louder it gets. The more you avoid, the more it controls you. But when you act quickly, when you step boldly, fear begins to shrink. A warrior doesn't give fear time to build walls. They break through before those walls rise. They know that on the other side of fear lies the life they truly want. The opportunities, the growth, the victories. And so, they keep moving forward, even if the path is dark and uncertain. Much of what we fear is imagined. The mind plays tricks, exaggerating the dangers, inventing scenarios, multiplying worst-case outcomes. But the warrior trains the mind to return to reality. They ask, is this fear real, or is it a story? More often than not, it's just a story. A lie that fear tells to keep you small, silent, and safe. But warriors are not interested in safety. They are interested in freedom. The freedom to pursue greatness, to express their full potential, to rise beyond limitations. Fear wants you to fit in. Warriors are here to stand out. Fear wants you to settle. Warriors are built to break limits. Fear wants you to wait. Warriors take the first step. That's the mindset that separates those who merely exist from those who truly live. The person who chooses fear lives in the shadows. The person who chooses courage walks in the light, sometimes bruised, sometimes broken, but always bold. Some fears are deep and personal. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being not enough. But even those can be conquered. You don't defeat fear by reading about bravery. You defeat fear by doing the thing you're afraid of, again and again, until it has no power left. A warrior builds immunity to fear through repetition. The first time is terrifying. The 10th time is easier. The 100th time, it becomes second nature. Fear loses its grip when you refuse to back down. Your dreams are on the other side of fear. Your best version, your breakthroughs, your destiny, all waiting for you to be brave just one more time. Warriors understand this truth and live by it. They don't make decisions based on fear. They make decisions based on vision. They don't ask, what if I fail? They ask, what if I succeed beyond imagination? That's the mindset shift. That's how warriors think, not with doubt, but with determination. Fear will knock. It always does. But you don't have to let it in. You don't have to give it a seat at your table. You don't have to hand over your power. Look it in the eyes and say, you're not the boss of me. I've got dreams to chase. I've got battles to win. Every time you do that, you win a little more freedom. Every time you fight fear, you reclaim a piece of your power. That's how warriors rise, not all at once, but one bold moment at a time. So the next time fear shows up, don't run. Stand tall. Remind yourself who you are and who you're becoming. Remind yourself that fear is not the end. It's the beginning. The beginning of a new level, a new strength, a new version of you. The warrior inside you is not afraid of fear. The warrior inside you uses fear as fuel, as fire, as proof that you are walking the path of growth. Keep going. Keep rising. You were not born to hide. You were born to fight. And fear? it was never your master. You are. Chapter 4. The Power of Focus, Sharpening Your Warrior Mind. In a world full of distractions, noise, and endless options, focus is the warrior's greatest weapon. It's easy to start strong with passion and excitement, but maintaining that focus day after day, that is the true test of a warrior. Focus means directing your energy, time, and attention toward what truly matters. It means cutting through the chaos and saying no to the things that don't serve your mission. Without focus, effort is wasted, dreams get scattered, and progress slows down. But when focus becomes your habit, success becomes inevitable. A warrior knows that the mind is like a sword. When it's sharp and steady, it can cut through any obstacle. When it's dull and distracted, it becomes useless. Focus sharpens your mind. It trains you to see clearly, think deeply, and act decisively. It keeps you from being pulled in 100 directions at once. Instead, it helps you zero in on your goals with laser-like precision. This clarity is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, endless notifications, negative influences, tempting shortcuts. The world wants to steal your attention because your focus is your power. Every minute spent scrolling, doubting, or hesitating is a minute lost in your battle for success. But a warrior guards their focus like a treasure. They create boundaries, they design their environment, and they protect their mind from anything that weakens their resolve. This takes discipline, but the rewards are immense. When you focus, you build momentum. Each small action adds up. Every step forward compounds into significant progress. But without focus, progress feels like spinning wheels in mud. You try many things but achieve little. The warrior understands that trying to do everything at once is a recipe for failure. Instead, they choose their battles wisely. They pick 1 or 2 goals and pour their energy into conquering them completely before moving on to the next. This kind of focused effort brings mastery and confidence. Focus also builds resilience. When you face obstacles, the distracted mind gives up easily. It gets overwhelmed and lost. But a focused warrior keeps their eyes on the prize. They remind themselves why they started, what's at stake, and what victory will look like. This unwavering attention helps them push through pain, doubt, and fatigue. It fuels the determination to keep going when others quit. Another secret of focus is learning to say no. It may sound simple, but it's one of the hardest skills to master. Saying no to distractions, to short-term pleasures, and to people or activities that don't align with your goals is essential. A warrior does not waste energy on things that don't serve their mission. Saying no is not selfish. It's necessary. It's a way of protecting your energy so you can pour it into what matters most. Focus is also about living in the present moment. The mind often wanders to past mistakes or future worries, but the warrior pulls it back to the now. Success happens in the present. The action you take right now, the choices you make this minute. When you focus on the present, you perform at your best. You avoid distractions and give your full power to the task at hand. This mindful presence is a secret weapon that elite performers use to stay ahead. To develop focus, start small. Practice working with no distractions for short periods and gradually increase the time. Turn off notifications. Create a dedicated workspace. Set clear goals for each day and week. Use tools like timers or journals to track your progress. Surround yourself with people who support your focus and vision. Remember, focus is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The warrior's journey is not a sprint, but a marathon of focused, intentional effort. There will be temptations to stray, moments of doubt, and times when focus feels impossible. But remember this: every great achievement in history was made by someone who refused to lose focus. They locked in, blocked out the noise, and kept pushing forward. You can do the same. Your dreams deserve your full attention. Your goals deserve your unwavering focus. The life you want is waiting on the other side of your ability to focus. Will you let distractions steal your power, or will you sharpen your mind like a warrior's sword and cut through the chaos? The choice is yours. Step into your power, harness your focus, and watch as your world transforms. Chapter 5. Resilience, rising stronger every time. Resilience is the heartbeat of a warrior. It's the power to bounce back, to recover from setbacks, and to keep moving forward no matter how many times life knocks you down. Every warrior faces failures, defeats, and moments of doubt. But what sets them apart is their refusal to stay down. Resilience is not just about surviving challenges. It's about using those challenges as fuel to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined. It is the unbreakable spirit that turns wounds into wisdom and scars into strength. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits and sometimes beyond. There will be days when everything seems to go wrong, when the weight of failure feels unbearable, and when giving up looks like the easiest option. But resilience is what keeps the warrior's heart beating loudest in those darkest hours. It's the inner voice that says, "This is not the end. This is a new beginning." It's the courage to stand up, dust yourself off, and face the battle again with more fire than before. The resilient warrior understands that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every setback holds a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn. Instead of fearing failure, warriors embrace it. They study what went wrong, adjust their strategy, and come back stronger. This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones. It teaches patience and humility, and it builds the mental toughness needed to sustain long-term success. Resilience also means managing your emotions in tough times. A warrior feels pain, frustration, and disappointment, but they don't let those feelings control their actions. They acknowledge their emotions, give themselves space to heal, and then channel that energy into productive action. This emotional strength is a skill developed over time. It requires self-awareness and practice, but once mastered, it becomes a shield that protects you from being overwhelmed by life's storms. Another key to resilience is having a strong purpose. When you know your why, the deeper reason behind your goals, you gain an unshakable foundation. Purpose fuels perseverance. It lights a fire inside you that no setback can extinguish. Warriors who have a clear mission never lose sight of their destination, even when the journey is rough. Their purpose is their compass, guiding them through uncertainty and hardship. Building resilience also means surrounding yourself with support. No warrior fights alone. Friends, mentors, and loved ones provide strength, encouragement, and perspective when the battle feels too tough. They remind you of your worth and your potential when self-doubt creeps in. Don't be afraid to seek help or lean on others. True resilience is not about isolation. It's about connection and community. Resilience requires action. Waiting for the storm to pass or hoping things will get easier won't build your strength. A warrior faces adversity head-on, taking small steps forward even when the path is unclear. Each step is a victory, a testament to your commitment. Progress may be slow, but it is progress nonetheless. and every forward move erodes the power of despair. Remember, resilience is a choice. You can let challenges defeat you, or you can choose to rise above them. You can allow fear and doubt to rule, or you can stand firm in your warrior mindset. The choice is daily, sometimes moment to moment. It is a commitment to keep going, to keep fighting, and to keep believing in yourself when no one else does. The warrior's journey is not about never falling. It's about rising every time you fall. It's about looking at your struggles and saying, "You do not define me." It's about building a life where challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities to prove your strength. The more resilient you become, the more unstoppable you grow. So when life pushes you down, don't stay there. Get up. Shake off the dust. Face the world again with courage in your heart and fire in your soul. You have the power to turn pain into power, failure into fuel, and setbacks into comebacks. That is the essence of resilience. That is the warrior mindset. And that is your path to success. Chapter 6. Embracing Failure. The stepping stone to victory. Failure is a word that frightens many, but to the warrior, it is a powerful teacher. Failure is not the enemy. It's the gateway to growth and success. Every warrior understands that failure is inevitable on the path to greatness. The difference lies in how you respond to it. Do you run from failure, or do you face it head-on, learn from it, and use it to fuel your journey forward? Embracing failure is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. The truth is, failure is simply feedback. It tells you what doesn't work, what needs improvement, and where your strategy falls short. A warrior listens carefully to this feedback without letting it break their spirit. Instead of seeing failure as a stop sign, they see it as a redirection, a signpost guiding them closer to their goal. Failure is a necessary part of any journey worth taking because it forces you to adapt, to innovate, and to grow stronger. Many people fear failure because of the stigma attached to it. Society often treats failure as something shameful. But the greatest achievers in history have all failed many times before their success. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset, viewing failure as a step, not a fall, is what fuels persistence and resilience. When you embrace failure, you remove its power to intimidate you. Failing also builds courage. It takes bravery to try something new, knowing there is a chance you might fail. But each failure chips away at fear and builds confidence. When you fall and get back up, you prove to yourself that you can survive hardship. This cycle of falling and rising is what forges an unbreakable spirit, a spirit that refuses to quit no matter what. The warrior's strength grows with every stumble because they know each failure is training for success. Embracing failure also means shifting your mindset from perfectionism to progress. Waiting for the perfect moment or fearing mistakes only keeps you stuck. Warriors understand that imperfect action is better than no action. They learn faster by doing, failing, and adjusting rather than waiting endlessly for ideal conditions. This willingness to act boldly, even when success is uncertain, is the heart of the warrior mindset. Failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a natural part of the learning curve. Don't let failure define you or diminish your dreams. Instead, use it as fuel to improve. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? What is this failure teaching me about myself and my journey? These questions turn failure into wisdom and setbacks into stepping stones. A warrior also surrounds themselves with a support system that encourages risk-taking and normalizes failure as part of growth. When you have people who believe in your vision and cheer you on despite your mistakes, failure becomes less scary. Their encouragement reminds you that failure is temporary, but quitting is permanent. This support helps you stay committed and motivated, even when the road gets rough. It's important to celebrate small wins along the way. Every attempt, every effort, every lesson learned is progress. This positive reinforcement builds momentum and keeps the warrior moving forward. Remember, success is not an overnight achievement. It is the result of consistent effort, learning, and growth over time. Embracing failure is embracing the process. The warrior mindset teaches you that failure is not your enemy, but your ally. It breaks you down only to build you back up stronger and wiser. The scars of failure are badges of honor. They show that you dared to fight, to risk, and to grow. When you learn to embrace failure, you free yourself from the fear that holds most people back. You become unstoppable. So next time you face failure, don't hide or quit. Stand tall and look it in the eye. Thank it for the lesson. Use it to fuel your next move. Remember that every failure is a step closer to your victory. You are not failing. You are learning, growing, and becoming the warrior you were meant to be. Keep moving forward with courage and conviction. Your success is waiting on the other side. Chapter 7. The courage to take risks, stepping beyond fear. Every warrior knows that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Taking risks is an essential part of the journey to success. Without stepping beyond your comfort zone, growth remains limited, and dreams stay out of reach. The warrior understands that risk is the price of progress, and that fear is simply a signal to prepare, not to retreat. Risk-taking is scary because it opens the door to failure, judgment, and uncertainty. But staying safe inside familiar boundaries guarantees stagnation. A warrior chooses to embrace discomfort, knowing that on the other side lies opportunity, learning, and transformation. Every great achievement in history was born from a moment when someone decided to risk everything for a bigger vision. Courage grows with action. The more risks you take, the more fearless you become. It's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Warriors build their courage by setting small challenges daily, gradually pushing their limits. This steady practice trains the mind to see fear as a natural part of growth, not a warning sign to stop. Risk-taking also means accepting uncertainty. The future is never guaranteed, and that unknown can be unsettling. But warriors focus on what they can control: their effort, attitude, and decisions. They prepare as best as they can, then step forward with faith. This trust in themselves and the process is what turns risks into rewards. Taking risks involves making tough choices, saying no to comfort and yes to possibility. It means risking rejection, criticism, or loss for the chance to achieve something greater. Warriors understand that these risks are necessary sacrifices on the path to victory. They don't let fear of what others think or the pain of temporary setbacks stop them. A warrior's mindset also embraces failure as part of risk-taking. Not every risk will lead to success, but each one provides valuable lessons. These lessons shape your strategy and strengthen your resolve. Over time, risk-taking becomes less about fear and more about curiosity and courage. Building a support system is crucial when taking risks. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth, challenge your limits, and celebrate your courage. Their belief in you fuels your confidence and helps silence the inner voice of doubt. Remember, playing it safe rarely leads to greatness. The warrior steps into the unknown with bravery, knowing that every risk taken is a step closer to their destiny. The path may be uncertain, but the reward is worth the leap. So what risk will you take today? What fear will you face and overcome? The warrior inside you is ready. Step forward with courage and claim the life you deserve. Chapter 8. The power of persistence, never giving up. The greatest secret to success in life is persistence. The ability to keep trying, no matter how many times you fall. When you rise again after every failure, when you refuse to give up despite the challenges, that is when true victory belongs to you. Persistence is a powerful force that turns the impossible into possible and transforms dreams into reality. For a warrior mindset, persistence is not just a habit, but a way of life. When the world tries to bring you down, when people doubt your strength and question your path, you stay firmly focused on your goal. This burning passion, this unwavering determination, is what pushes you forward after every setback. The journey is never easy. Every path is filled with obstacles, hardships, and moments of doubt. But the warrior sees these not as barriers, but as tests, challenges that sharpen their mind and strengthen their heart. Persistence means working a little harder every day toward your dream, no matter how tired or discouraged you feel. There will be moments when it seems like everything is falling apart, but the true warrior does not stop. Instead, they adjust their strategy, find new ways to move forward, and keep chasing their goal with relentless energy. It is this steady, continuous effort that leads to success. Persistence also requires patience. Sometimes results take longer than expected, and waiting can be frustrating. But the warrior understands that patience and persistence go hand in hand. When you stay committed day after day, success will inevitably follow. By persisting, you build an unstoppable force within yourself. This force fuels your dreams, eliminates your fears, and gives you the courage to wake up each day ready to fight again. The most successful companies, athletes, and leaders all share one thing in common: they never give up. Their stories teach us that persistence is the ultimate game changer. Whenever you feel like giving up, remind yourself of the warrior within you. Awaken that strength, increase your courage, and never let go of your dreams. The journey may be long, but every step brings you closer to your destination. So today, make persistence your identity. Rise after every fall, learn from every failure, and never lose hope. Because the true warrior is the one who never quits. Chapter 9. The power of a positive environment. Surround yourself with winners. Success is not just about what you do alone, it's also about who and what surrounds you. A positive environment is like fertile soil for your dreams. It nourishes your growth, fuels your motivation, and protects you from negative influences that can drain your energy. For a warrior mindset, creating and maintaining a positive environment is essential because it shapes your thoughts, habits, and ultimately, your destiny. The people you spend time with have a profound impact on your mindset. When you surround yourself with winners, people who believe in growth, resilience, and success, you naturally start to think and act like them. Their energy lifts you up, their encouragement strengthens your resolve, and their examples inspire you to push beyond your limits. On the other hand, negative or toxic people can pull you down with doubt, fear, and pessimism. They sap your energy and make you question your own potential. A warrior understands the importance of choosing their company wisely. This doesn't mean you must cut off everyone who is negative, but it means you prioritize spending time with those who support your vision and challenge you to grow. Seek out mentors, coaches, friends, and colleagues who uplift you and hold you accountable. Your physical environment also matters. A cluttered, chaotic space can lead to a cluttered mind. Creating an organized, inspiring, and clean space helps you focus better and think more clearly. Your surroundings should remind you of your goals and encourage productivity. Small changes like keeping your workspace tidy, putting up motivational quotes, or playing inspiring music can make a big difference in your daily mindset. In today's digital age, your online environment is just as important. Be mindful of the content you consume on social media, the news you read, and the conversations you engage in online. Follow people and pages that inspire and educate you. Unfollow or mute those who spread negativity or distract you from your mission. A positive environment also includes your habits and routines. Surround yourself with habits that promote growth, health, and success. Whether it's reading daily, exercising, meditating, or journaling, build a lifestyle that supports your warrior mindset. Remember, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This powerful truth means your environment shapes who you are and who you become. So choose carefully. Build an environment that propels you forward, fills you with energy, and inspires greatness. When your environment supports you, challenges become opportunities, obstacles become lessons, and dreams become achievable goals. You don't just survive, you thrive. This is the power of a positive environment, the silent partner in your journey to success. So take control of your surroundings today. Cleanse your space, curate your circle, and fill your life with positivity. The warrior who masters their environment masters their fate. Chapter 10. Mindfulness and Mental Strength. The warrior's inner fortress. In the journey toward success, the strongest battles are often fought within the mind. A warrior understands that true power comes not just from physical strength or external achievements, but from mastering the mind itself. This mastery is built through mindfulness and mental strength, the inner fortress that shields you from doubt, fear, and distraction. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you develop clarity and calmness, enabling you to respond to challenges with focus and composure instead of reacting impulsively. This awareness gives you the ability to see problems clearly and find solutions calmly. Mental strength is the resilience of your mind, the capacity to endure difficulties, stay focused under pressure, and bounce back from setbacks. It is what allows a warrior to keep moving forward even when the path is tough and the world seems against them. Mental strength is not something you're born with. It is developed through consistent practice, challenges, and self-discipline. Together, mindfulness and mental strength create a powerful synergy. Mindfulness sharpens your self-awareness, helping you recognize negative thoughts and emotions before they spiral out of control. Mental strength gives you the courage and discipline to overcome those negative patterns and keep your mind focused on your goals. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is stress reduction. Life will throw obstacles at you, but when you stay present, you prevent stress from overwhelming you. Instead of worrying about what might go wrong, you focus on what you can control right now. This calm mindset increases your efficiency and creativity, allowing you to tackle problems effectively. Building mental strength means facing your fears and discomfort head-on. It means training your mind to resist distractions, negative self-talk, and excuses. Every time you push through discomfort, whether it's waking up early, sticking to your plan, or facing criticism, you strengthen your mental muscles. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, and journaling are excellent tools to cultivate mindfulness and mental strength. These practices train your mind to stay centered and resilient. Even just a few minutes daily can make a significant difference in your clarity and emotional control. Remember, a warrior's mind is like a fortress, strong, calm, and impenetrable. When you build this inner strength, external challenges lose their power to derail you. You become a master of your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. In the end, success is as much about mental mastery as it is about physical effort. When you harness mindfulness and mental strength, you unlock your full potential and become unstoppable in your pursuit of greatness. Chapter 11. The never-ending journey of the warrior's success is not a final destination. It is a continuous journey. The true warrior understands that growth never stops. Every day presents a new opportunity to learn, improve, and become a better version of yourself. This commitment to lifelong growth is what separates ordinary individuals from extraordinary achievers. Continuous growth means embracing change and challenges as essential parts of your development. Instead of fearing failure or discomfort, the warrior sees them as stepping stones toward mastery. Every obstacle becomes a lesson, every setback a chance to rise stronger. This mindset creates a powerful cycle of progress where you keep pushing beyond your limits. The warrior's journey is fueled by curiosity and a hunger for knowledge. Never settle for what you already know. Read books, listen to mentors, seek new experiences, and expand your skills. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone and expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives. One of the greatest traps that hold people back is complacency, the false comfort of good enough. But a warrior refuses to be satisfied with mediocrity. You set higher standards for yourself, constantly raising the bar. This relentless pursuit of excellence keeps your spirit alive and your goals moving forward. Continuous growth also requires reflection. Take time to evaluate your progress, celebrate your wins, and identify areas for improvement. Journaling your thoughts and experiences can be a powerful tool to track your development and stay focused on your path. Surround yourself with others who inspire growth. Engage in communities, mastermind groups, or find accountability partners who challenge and support you. Growth is contagious. When you see others striving for greatness, it motivates you to do the same. Remember, growth is not always comfortable. It may require hard work, sacrifices, and facing fears. But every effort you make plants the seeds for future success. The warrior's mindset embraces this discomfort as the price of progress. In the grand scheme of life, continuous growth transforms you into a resilient, adaptable, and wise individual. You become someone who not only achieves success, but also inspires others to follow their own path. This legacy of growth and perseverance is the true mark of a warrior. So commit yourself to the journey today. Keep learning, keep evolving, and keep pushing forward. Your greatest victories lie ahead, waiting for the warrior who never stops growing. Conclusion. Life is not just a journey, it's a battlefield. But this battle isn't only with the world around you, it's with the person in the mirror. Every single day brings new challenges, and with them, new opportunities to grow, to rise, and to conquer. The warrior mindset of success isn't just about achieving goals. It's about developing the kind of mindset that refuses to give up, no matter how tough the storm gets. Throughout this journey, you've learned the importance of discipline, focus, resilience, mindfulness, self-belief, and continuous growth. These are not just concepts. They are your weapons, your armor, your tools of transformation. This book wasn't written to simply motivate you for a moment. It was written to awaken something permanent inside you. Now it's up to you to take these tools and apply them to your life with courage and conviction. Remember, success isn't a single moment. It's a mindset. Those who wake up every day ready to fight for their dreams, ready to fight their fears, and ready to grow despite failure, they are the ones who rise above the rest. You have that fire inside you. You have that strength. Your dreams were given to you for a reason, and no one should be more committed to them than you. Now is the time. Time to rise. Time to move. Time to fight. Time to win. You are a warrior. The road ahead may be hard, but you were built for hard things. This is your life. This is your story, and you are the hero of it. So wear your mindset like armor, grip your purpose like a sword, and step boldly into the arena of life. Because real victory belongs to the one who refuses to quit. The one who battles every day and wins, not just over the world, but over themselves. You are the warrior. Now go and conquer.